All right, RVers, I got a question for you. How ready are you for when things go wrong? We had a problem last week in Nebraska, and it was a major problem that would have stalled us for at least a week and cost us over $1,000 had we not had this small box in our coach for the last 3.5 years. I know we try to keep as many supply parts to handle the little issues as possible, but this is a part you probably need to put in your rig if you have a Class A like ours or a larger RV, so that if you suffer the same thing we suffered, you'll be ready and be back on the road within an hour and a half like we were. I'm Phil, and this is Y2V's Maintenance Monday. Hey everyone, yeah, like I said, my name is Phil, and my wife Shar and I, we run A Year to Volunteer, or Y2V, and it is a nonprofit that we created a couple of years ago that organizes these RV-friendly projects where we renovate state parks and other nonprofits all around the country. We put about 13,000 to 15,000 miles on our coach every year, and for this coach, it's a 2007 Gulfstream Tourmaster. Luckily, the bones on this coach are fantastic, but that said, we've gone through 2 ACs, a generator, we've redone the leveling system, we've redone the flooring in this, we do upgrades all the time, and we try to stave off the eventual failure that's going to happen. And so, just like you guys, we keep a supply bin full of those high failure spare parts that we know that we're going to need on the road. You know the drill. It's a water pump, it's light switches, it's door fasteners, it's all those things that we know are going to fail. If it's electrical wiring that we have to change out every once in a while, if it's a battery cable I have to replace, we've just about got that since this is our home. We live full-time in our coach. But how much is too much? And if it's a really big problem, do we really need to worry about it, or do we just suck it up, find an RV shop and get it repaired? Well, let me explain what happened to us last week and why I think you need this particular part on board the coach. So we were on our way from Wyoming here to Iowa. We had just wrapped up the Escapees Escapade event. We took some time to enjoy Yellowstone. And on our way here to Iowa, where we're going to be attending a Winnebago rally, we don't have a Winnebago, we have a Gulfstream, but we do have an app called CamperGigs, and I'll put the link down below. It's a map searchable app to help you find work camping, camp hosting, and volunteering opportunities around the country. And it's being held here in Forest City, Iowa. Halfway over in Henderson, Nebraska, we stay the night to make our last leg here, and our slide room didn't come in. It came in about a third, and then it stopped. Now, as I think about it, I do recall the last couple of days that the slide was coming in slower. I even told Shar, hey, I think this thing's coming in a little bit slower, but it was still working. But you know, that could be anything. It could be hydraulic fluid related. It could be a solenoid. It could be anything that's causing this thing to slow down. And so, but it was kind of like a wait and see thing. Well, when that slide room was coming in, all of a sudden it just ground to a halt. I could hear it clicking. I pushed it once and it went out a little bit. And I thought, okay, we've got it. And then I tried to pull it back in and it wouldn't work. And after a while, it just started clicking. And then I decided, well, okay, if it's a hydraulic thing, let me at least see if the jacks will come up. So I went to the front of the coach, turned the ignition on, turned on the Lippert control pad and hit retract all. And the coach dropped, but the jacks didn't lift, right? The solenoids popped open. They did exactly what they were supposed to do, but the jacks did not lift back up or retract. So that told me that it was probably a motor. This motor. And this is a 12 volt, 1 horsepower bi-directional hydraulic motor that we've had sitting in our coach for about 3.5 years. Actually, this is actually the new one that we just got today. This is the replacement because it's going back up into the shelf. And we had basically had this very problem 4 years ago when we were going through Kentucky. Hey, take a look at the back. No main slide, no leveling jacks. We blew the motor on our 10-month-old hydraulic leveling system. No big deal. It's warranty work. Smith RV in Okoboji, Iowa is going to take care of that for us on Monday. Until then, we are living schoolie style. All right, so that was fun, our first 6 months on the road, and we learned some lessons there, but luckily the slide was in, the jacks were up, and we didn't have a huge delay. We worked it out with Lippert Warranty to go to an RV shop up in Okoboji, Iowa called Smith's RV. We'll put their link below because we really like them. And we were taken care of. Within a couple of weeks, we were back to normal. While that whole process was churning, though, I went online to Amazon and I actually found this motor. It is a functional equivalent. I think it's actually made by the same company. So for $350, we were able to have this thing just in case any part of the whole warranty process failed. And $350 was worth it to us compared to the $950 that Lippert was selling the motor for online. So why am I talking to you, and why is this important for this video? Two things, actually. The first is that I don't think something this small is too much to have in your supply bay down below. I definitely think you should consider having a motor handy for that one critical component you have that can really stall you and keep you from moving down the road. A slide motor, your leveling jacks. For me, that's the same motor. For you, you could have two. You could have two different slide motors. Take a look and see if it's worth having those in your supply parts bin, so that if you're faced with a significant problem like that and you can access the motor and replace it relatively easy like I could, then go ahead and get it. That's the first point. The second is that even if you don't want to go through this, because you can actually manually retract the jacks and pull in the slide room through a little 1/4-inch little chuck right there. You can get an attachment for an impact driver and retract everything and be good to go. You're still looking at that delay, but when you do buy the replacement, do your research. I don't think spending $1,000 for a 1-horse motor is worth it. I can find these motors all over the place all day long for a right-sized price, which is around $300. $300 on eBay, $395 on Amazon. I went back to the same company I went to 4 years ago and I bought this motor that's going back up into that bin up there until I need it again. But definitely do your research, because you don't need to spend all that money. I went online today and this same motor is $1,259 for my Lippert system. And again, I paid less than $400 for this. So I hope this was useful. Let us know if you've got any other topics or ideas. Just put them down below or send us an email at ayeartovolunteer@gmail.com, because you can tell we love to contribute to the RV community through our nonprofit, through our app CamperGigs. By doing these videos, we love to interact with everybody to make life on the road a lot easier. So if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, a like down below, and subscribe to our channel and look for additional content that is relevant to you. We organize all of our videos depending on topics down below, so you can like go to one section and avoid the others, however you want to do it. You can also look at our project videos in the past where we do these renovation projects, and we'd love to have you. All right, so thanks a lot for watching. Have a great day. Bye.